Brooks and Davis Real Estate Firm, LLC, offers more value than any other good full-service real estate brokerage firm when it comes to the sale of your home. We offer at least 27 things that contribute to your home selling in the least amount of time at the highest price. To receive our free home selling pamphlet, email us at info@brooksanddavis.com or call 713-665-8329. We also assist people who want to purchase homes or who are interested in getting their real estate license. Visit us at www.brooksanddavis.com.
Happy Thursday. Welcome to the Prime Real Estate Network podcast. I'm your host, Ric Davis. I urge you to follow me on social media at Prime Real Estate Ric. You can go to Facebook and Instagram and follow me at Prime Real Estate Ric. You'll keep up with the latest and greatest as far as the Prime Real Estate Network podcast and all kind of great offers from our sponsors. As always, I want to thank everybody for tuning in, man. We have a really exciting episode planned for you today. My co-hosts, back from a well-deserved well-deserved vacation. Not only is he a multi-time author, he is a successful real estate broker here in the state of Texas. He is a certified world-class serial entrepreneur, and he's known the world over as the Texas Real Estate King.
Yes.
Back from parts known and unknown. I'd like to introduce to the Prime Real Estate Network audience my co-host, Mr. Larry W. Brooks. What's going on, brother?
I can't complain, man. I'm happy to be here again in front of you, man. I'm excited about our amazing guests, but my time away was important. It was needed, right?
Hey, man, I appreciate you for keeping us posted on the social, man.
Yeah.
It's funny how you always act so surprised that all of our viewers in the audience recognize when you're not here, as if they don't follow you on the social.
I know, but I check in while I'm out.
That's real.
I'm keeping up with the podcast. I'm making sure that I'm out still working and sharing the show. But this week I had to fly into LA first, and so I went to LA for a few days to sit down and speak with like a referral person, another realtor that I've met through conferences and things of that manner. And so we sit down, get a little face to face, and because business that we refer each other. And then I had an opportunity to meet somebody that I consider a mentor and just exchange what's going on in Texas. They tell me a little bit about what's going on in California. That was stop number one.
Right.
And so after that, after spending a few days in LA, I ended up flying out to Atlanta. And so in this photo that you see above me, I'm in there with Jay Morrison and his wife, Ernestine Morrison, and they were the founders of Tulsa Real Estate Fund, the first black-owned Crown Real Estate Fund. So literally, I was one of the co-founders of the organization. There's over 9,000 of us, and in that number, everyone put in some money, raised about $12 million. And so they had the grand opening for what's called a Legacy Center, the Black House in Atlanta. So I flew down there for that event. Inside of there, when you guys get a chance, go to my Instagram page. You'll see where I videotaped the wall where they had all of the founders' names and things of that matter. And while we were there, they had a lot of other programs going on where they just talked about financing and how you could how they could help you get financing to purchase your own real estate investments and things of that matter too.
One of the things that's most important, Larry, and I would like for you to share with the audience about when you and Jay were talking about how people of color haven't always had resources as far as funding to get certain real estate projects off the ground. How will the Legacy Center and the organization that you're a part of help to alleviate that problem?
You know what? That's important because what we do with the Tulsa Real Estate Fund is you bought into a fund that is actually purchasing and giving back to people that can't actually find financing, right? So we've acquired. They helped. One of the first people that they helped out once the fund was put together was a lady in Lake Charles. She had owned this, I think it was like a 14 unit, maybe a little larger than that complex, and she couldn't find anyone to help her with the financing of getting it repaired, getting it up to date. And when the Tulsa Real Estate Fund was funded, that was one of the organizations that we put monies into to help her get it going. And of course, ownership and where she'll be able to resell it a lot quicker. So it's things like that that's done across the country. So if you got got projects that you're looking for, you need funding for, that's what we do. We kind of help come in with projects. So yeah.
Hey man, that's powerful. I want to congratulate you for being a part of such a worthwhile organization.
I appreciate it, man.
I'm glad you had an opportunity to go out and put some face time and actually put a name with a face. I know a lot of the people you network with, it's a lot of internet, social media, but I know it's always really powerful when you get a chance to shake hands and actually talk to each other eye to eye about what you have as far as goals and everything.
And I want to give a shout out to my man London Dunlap. While I was down there, I visited with Noop and friend, and he just got through doing that show Ready to Love.
Right.
So he was on season 2.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was fun walking around with a local celebrity in Atlanta, man.
Hey man, I didn't even know you were in Georgia until I got a text like, man, Larry out here. I was like, well, I guess you know better than me, but man, it's good to have you back, man.
No doubt, man.
Missed you last week. Well, the viewers can't tell, but we got our original producer Mike behind the board again, man.
Yeah, Mike is in the building.
Mike back in the building, man. So it's like having our own reunion, man. We got the old gang back together, so that's a plus, definitely. But today's episode, everyone, is entitled "The Doctor Is In."
Look at that.
Because today on the Prime Real Estate Network, we have radio and TV personality, as well as certified life coach and the owner of obsessedwithmedia.com.
Yeah.
You've seen her everywhere, all over your local news and radio.
Oh, wow.
You might have even seen her if you are not in the greater Houston area or even in the great state of Texas. But it's our pleasure to have her sitting into the Prime Real Estate Network podcast today. So I'd like to introduce to our audience, without any further ado, the radio and TV personality that you all know and love, the certified life coach that we all need to know and love, and the owner of Obsessed with Media, the Dr. Dawn. How are you doing?
I'm good. I love that introduction.
Hey, man.
Honey, do that again. I'm telling you, ladies, when you get a two fine black men in here, black ladies, we're not talking about relationships, but y'all need to pay attention.
Hey, we appreciate that.
I love the introduction.
Hey, we could have talked about relationships, but we only got a 30-minute show. So, But Doc, man, thanks for sitting in with us today, man. It was an honor and a pleasure. And I know how busy your schedule is, so I want to get straight to it, man. Let's talk a little bit about Obsessed with Media and your media company and your website, obsessedwithmedia.com.
Yeah.
A lot of our viewers and listeners have seen you on Fox 26, heard you on the radio. But what is it that you're doing with Obsessed with Media to bridge that gap between local entrepreneurs and the media relationships that they need?
Well, what we do, we help polish your presentation.
Oh, wow.
So I'm just going to make it simple. I don't consider myself a publicist, but I do use my connections to connect clients.
Absolutely.
And it started because all these people would DM me and, hey, Dr. John, can you give me the number to? No, I can't. You can be a client and I'll connect you, but you got to give me that cash. Right. So that's a business. But because media is an art, it's a science. You just can't get on the mic and think you can do live television. But we use the power of media to help you make money. But if you do it the right way, if you're strategic, we can make you money. You can make money and you can get those opportunities, but you got to let us help you with the polishing. Your presentation needs polishing. So
you know the great thing about your company, and you describe it as polishing, but one of the services you provide that I think is invaluable for all entrepreneurs and business people are your editing and proofreading services.
Yes.
I mean, so many entrepreneurs, especially when they're getting started, don't have access to people like yourself. And as far as the video production and public speaking, they're pretty much winging it, for lack of a better term. So can you talk about those editing services and proofreading services and why they are so beneficial and valuable?
You know, I have seen so many people, you're an author, but you don't want to pay for an editor.
Wow.
You don't want to pay for an editor, but then I open your book and it's grammatical, it's spelling errors, things are misspelled, not capitalized. What is really going on here? Quotes not used, you got the comma outside of the quotes when we all know it should be in the quote. I mean, these are things, and you want to be taken seriously.
Absolutely.
You need to have an editor and a writer, and you're going to have, it's an investment. And Larry said it before when he was on my platform, you're going to have to spend money and invest in yourself to make money. If you want your book on those serious platforms, I'm not going to present a book to a news station and they're like, are you kidding? Look at, we read page 3, so we read page 3 and we couldn't get past it. What is this about? So you need to bring us in. And also we're creative. We help you. That sentence you wrote, we can make you your bio. We help you with your bio as well. So we help in the area of creativity, writing, editing, but also elevating your writing. We make it a little more, we make it pop. We make it more exciting, engaging.
Now, one of the things that's great about not only your brand but also your company is that you're not just a teacher, you're also a doer.
Oh, yes.
So people can go online and see some of your past
Yes.
interviews and hear some of your past episodes of the radio interviews and
Yes.
episodes of your platform. So let's talk a little bit about the importance of polishing up that public persona.
Oh, yes.
How it can add so much more to
Yes.
not only your visibility,
Yes.
but also your financial viability.
Oh, yes. Let me tell you, when you are a speaker, everybody wants to be a speaker, but it's not about the microphone. It is about the message you leave behind it.
Yep,
And that's what
I
I
agree.
tell people. If you leave a good message, I'm going to make money because I love when people have, when you speak, have you ever when y'all speak and people are like, oh, that's good. Those O's are like, okay, those are some clients. You know what I mean? You got to give them aha moments. And if you want to get on the mic and it's about yourself, you're already not going to last very long. It's not a selfish thing. When I'm speaking, I'm giving a message. You have to leave a message because this is about the audience. It's not about me.
Right.
So that's what you have to know. And then when you have to speak well, that's what gets you asked back.
You know no, and
Yeah.
I'll have to ask you this, maybe I should ask you this before, but now that we're recording,
Go ahead,
I
do
can
what
put
you
you on the
want.
spot.
Yeah.
As a certified life coach, as well as the owner of Obsessed with Media and a media consultant, how do those two entities work hand in hand? Are there people who come to you for the full 360? Please not only help me with my business, but please help me with my life in general. Or how can I organize my life so that my business can flourish? Do you run into that very often?
Oh, yeah. I think every client I talk to, my coaching hat always comes on. I'm not talking, no, seriously, we're not talking about media. It's other stuff going on. And I'm like, well, what is it that makes you hesitant about wanting to pay? You know, we really get deep with it, and then we'll find out that you've been spending money on the wrong places. Or I see you on Facebook and you went to the Beyonce concert. You know what I mean? No offense,
yeah.
Beyonce's got hers. You've spent money and all this, but so now, because I'm doing research, I'm like, okay, so you don't have the money, but you have money for this.
Right.
We buy what we want and then we beg for what we need.
Yeah.
I don't, and that's what we do. That's what my pastor says. I don't play those games.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to invest in yourself. So I do. I'm coaching. I'm the communication coach too. I guess that's what you can call me, because in the area of communications as a life coach, life and love challenges, but also I help in the area of communications. So it does run full circle. They're trying to get their brand out there, but also I can coach you a little too. You know. So it does go hand in hand a lot of times.
Let's talk a little bit about your clients and the type of entrepreneurs and business people that you work with, because one of the things that I wanted to make sure I talk to you about for our audience are the stages of development when you're ready. I know a lot of entrepreneurs who've been working diligently at their craft, have been moderately successful, can actually turn a profit and stay in the black, but don't feel as if they're on a level to call in the services of a professional like yourself. Can you speak a little bit about some of your past clients and some of those you had to let them know, no, your time is now. Don't procrastinate. Don't wait till 2021. 2020 can be your year.
Yeah. I think once I've seen they've built a solid foundation. See, you've got to have some fruit on the tree before you want to go out there and start doing this stuff. But I really, it's about confidence, and they've never done it before. So I'm like, you're ready, because I would never let one of my clients get out there unless because that's my name.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Whether they're speaking on a platform, at an event, because we do, we help with coaching as well at events, not just on television and radio. But you are ready. You have to be confident, and it can be nerve-wracking. But I actually like those clients who are kind of scared, because it's humble, it's humility.
Yeah.
Right.
When somebody says, I'm ready and I need to get booked on Isaiah Carey, he doesn't give talking points, darling.
Yeah.
So if he says, I want to talk about real estate, and you've been selling houses for a month, are you prepared? And when he's asking you about the market and the crash and what's the percentage, can you ask those questions? Because you're going to be looking at me in the background. Help, I don't do real estate. You said you were ready. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you have to know what you're talking about. So I like those clients who they've been doing it, but they just need a little confidence, as opposed to those who, I'm ready and I need to be booked. No. We're going to slow this thing down, because those are the ones that crash and burn. But the ones who are a little hesitant, once we give them that confidence, they've got it. And
Yeah.
I just love that, because you got it. They have humility, and I think that's a key to success as well.
In your life coaching practice, how often do you find yourself working with other entrepreneurs, businessmen, businesswomen that are speaking to you more from that entrepreneurs standpoint of it's tough, it's competitive, I'm building, will I ever get there? Are those clients that you see, or is it more just everyday relationships, to and fro responsibility type things you work with people on?
Most of the coaching I do is life and love challenges.
Oh.
Maybe I want to start dating again, but I need help, confidence getting back out there. Or I want to start a business, but I need the confidence. So we put strategies to get you out there to do that. But the media side is basically, you've got your business, we're polishing you, we're helping with your presentation. But the life coaching, life and love challenges.
It's funny,
really,
you talk a little bit about confidence and people's lack thereof. Where do you think that stems from? Is it something? Because I have my own opinions and thoughts about those things, and a lot of it is social media driven. Sometimes I think with the advent of technology, the internet, social media, it gives us access to so many more people.
Yeah.
But it also gives us that many more people to judge ourselves against.
Yeah.
And is that one of the things that some of your clients run into, or is that something that they don't know that they're suffering from that you happen to have to notice and bring to their attention?
And that's something I've talked about before on these different TV platforms. Social media, it's not affecting just teenagers. You have adults.
Yep.
Like you said, social media, we're comparing ourselves to other people.
Right.
And something that is not even real.
Yep.
Something that's not even real. They're sitting in the car with a seatbelt doing a Facebook Live. I just wanted to pop on real quick. I had 5 client meetings today. You really think they did? They lying. They probably were in their house, got dressed. I'm telling you what people will do. I'm in media. I see this all the time. They will get dressed, get in the car, act like they just went somewhere. Seriously. And they'll give you this speech about business and ladies work hard and men, brothers, I know you can do it. I had 5 client meetings. You know how I got those? I worked. You know they didn't have 5 client meetings.
Right.
People are putting up a facade, but they will be exposed because if you notice, some of these people, when do we see you sign a contract though with a client? When are we gonna see you with a client? I picked Dr. Dunn pays. Let me tell you what Dr. Dunn. I'm telling you, I'm not a fool. So when you say I just signed a big contract, they'll love to say that.
Right.
When are we gonna see I'm looking. I don't see any fruit after the post. Now it takes time, but a month or 2, we still. So you got another Facebook Live, another 5 clients. Where are these clients?
Come
Go
on.
ahead, Dr. Dunn.
Y'all, I want
Come
you to
on,
see
man.
what's really
Facts.
going
We
on.
said the real was coming in
They
here.
are
I'm
pretending.
saying.
They're pretending.
They are absolutely pretending.
But you're going to be exposed. That's why I try to do everything with integrity. In the beginning, I didn't have any clients. I just posted flyers, posted my work. I did whatever I had to do, but I wasn't going to pretend I was having a meeting because you will be exposed. So I just come on, y'all. You can't be caught up in this.
And this is something I just have to do, and we'll get more into this after our break, but the amount of energy that you're giving us today and that you give to your clients is so extraordinary that I have to ask for our audience and our listeners for you to speak a little bit about your background. Now, we're going to get into that after the break, but just if you don't mind, I want to get an idea of how you evolved.
Oh man, it was a process, and I'm still evolving.
To the businesswoman we find today.
Man, I got testimony. What testimony? But what struggle before the success?
Right, absolutely.
Let's not play.
Facts.
So I'm going to tell you.
Absolutely.
We got some facts coming for you after. It looks pretty, but the process, God had to spank me a few times along the way. And still, because
Wait, save it. Everybody, stay tuned because it's going to get juicy. We're going to be right back to the Prime Real Estate Network podcast after this short break to hear from our sponsors.
This is Rick Davis, realtor and host of the Prime Real Estate Network. Are you currently leasing or looking to relocate to the Houston area and you find yourself falling in love with the home but aren't quite in a position to purchase? Well, no worries. We offer the Right to Purchase program. We can place you in the home of your dreams at current market rental rates and give you up to 3 years to buy. Did you know that a majority of the homes that are for sale offer better quality than those that are for rent? So why wait? Don't cheat yourself, treat yourself. Let me and my team help you purchase a home that you and your family can fall in love with. Give me a call today at 832-928-3963. And remember to follow the Prime Real Estate Network podcast on YouTube, Facebook, iTunes, Spotify, and Google Play. I look forward to hearing from you soon. Be blessed.
Welcome back to the Prime Real Estate Network podcast. I'm your host, Rick Davis. You can follow me at Prime Real Estate Rick on Facebook and Instagram. If you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in residential or commercial real estate here in the great city of Houston or anywhere in the state of Texas, visit our website at brooksanddavis.com. And as always, for the finest, latest, and greatest in men's and women's hats and fedoras, please visit our sponsor at shopelitestyle.com. As always, my co-host, back from his trip to Atlanta and LA is the Texas real estate king, Mr. Larry W. Brooks.
Hey man, it was mainly business. That's all.
It's just a trip, bro. I just said trip.
Hey, I posted that I was
no, we
doing.
know you were there for sure, and it was definitely business being handled, brother. No doubt, no doubt. And our guest this week is the lovely Dr. Dawn,
fabulous.
radio
I love
and
it.
TV personality, certified life coach, and the owner of Obsessed with Media and obsessedwithmedia.com. Dr. Dawn, thanks for sitting in with us.
Thank you for having me. I love it.
Now, I got to get right down to business because there's going to be viewers and listeners in our audience who've seen you on different media platforms, and they get to see the polished, finished product. I wanted to give you an opportunity to talk a little bit about your background, who served as any inspiration or mentors for you, and how you evolved to the entrepreneur and businesswoman that we see before us today.
First of all, your failure will lead you. You're really not failing, but a disappointment led me to my destiny, I guess you could say. When I was growing up, I always wanted to be on television, and I would watch like the O.J. Simpson trial. And Star Jones had a court TV show. If y'all remember back in the day.
Absolutely.
And I said, that's how I'm going to get on TV. I'm going to be a lawyer. So I wanted to go to law school to be a lawyer to get my own court TV show. So I got, took the LSAT several times, terrible scores. Finally got into Texas Southern. Was in law school for 1 year, flunked out. And I said, okay, God. Didn't have loans in undergrad, but now I have loans. So I'm like, what am I going to do? So I was a paralegal for a while. And I met somebody who was in media who worked for a magazine. And they said, what do you want to do? What are you doing? And I said, I want to do radio and TV. And they said, well, you can start with writing for us. So for a year I wrote. I would do over-the-phone interviews with celebrities. And then it grew into me doing video work. And I just loved it. And I was good at it. And I never had any training. I didn't go to school for communication. I went to school to be a lawyer. So it kind of, from there it evolved, and I started doing I didn't become Dr. Dawn until I got my first paid radio job. And I started answering life and love questions, and they gave me the name, but they canceled the show, the station dissolved, so I said, I'm going to own the name.
Oh, wow.
So it blew up from, it kind of grew from there, and the rest is history. I started Obsessed with Media because I got tired of crappy services that I was getting.
Right.
It takes you weeks to get me a flyer. It takes you weeks to get me a 3-minute video, and then when I get it, you're a professional. A 5-year-old could have done this. So seriously, when I see the lack of quality in the media business, and you call yourself a professional videographer,
Right.
and you had the shot one time on me, didn't move the camera around. What is this? The graphics were subpar.
Absolutely.
I can do this. So I provide quality services for clients. And I tell you, and I'm self-taught at things. I know how to edit video. I know how to do video. I know how to edit radio shows, all that, because I got disappointed so many times. And my mom was like, didn't you say you were going to learn to do this yourself? I said, you're right. She said, then stop complaining and go learn. Yeah. So that's why, because if your engineer gets sick, can you run the board? I can. You know what I mean?
She can. Hey,
but
I
as
know
long
you call because I can't. No
Right,
doubt.
absolutely.
so I'm saying
But I
these
love it,
people,
yeah.
but these people, you want to be behind the mic, but you better know how to do everything.
Yeah.
Because
That's
if
super
you
true.
have a show, in my old show when I first started my own The Dr. Dawn Show, I was running the board. I didn't have an engineer.
Wow.
But if he got sick, what was I gonna do?
As the show goes on, you're
Yeah.
right.
So you better know how to do everything. You better know how to do content curation. I know how to book guests, all that. It's not just sitting looking cute. You're doing a lot of things. You better know how to answer the phone, callers. You have to know how to do all that.
Yeah,
So a lot of it is stemmed from being disappointed
Right.
and tired of depending on people. And I'm not going to say any names, but we can go, but I'm not going to go there. But being disappointed, you learn to do things for yourself. So I'm self-sufficient.
Absolutely.
And we empower clients as well. They've come to me and said, I have paid, and
Wow.
we got you.
Yeah.
But we're also going to empower you and teach you some things because you don't have to pay me every week to do a new flyer for your show. There's some things you can do yourself.
Yeah.
And
So, yeah.
you know how it is, Dr. Dawn.
Oh,
You
yeah.
have so much energy and you're so active in the community that I'm sure our listeners and members of our audience may just bump into you in and around Houston maybe at the grocery store shopping, but
No.
seriously,
Not that.
No,
No, I'm
seriously,
kidding. Yeah.
where will you be appearing next? When is your next speaking engagement, and where can members of our audience come out, meet, greet, and interact with you personally?
Hey, I will be doing 2 shows because next month is the month of love.
Okay.
I'm doing
It
my
is,
Love
February.
Lounge, bringing it back in February, doing a couple shows here at the Sphere in the Delta Studio. So stay ready for that. And then also I will be speaking at a women's event on Sunday, January the 26th, Neiman Marcus. They're fancy, darling.
Yeah.
So I'll be talking to them about media, and I'm going to
Oh,
get
wow.
those aha moments because when a woman pays to have a luncheon at Neiman Marcus, she got some money to pay Dr.
No doubt about
we
it.
we
I
don't
like
deal
that,
with
Dr.
broke crowds.
Preach.
Right,
Help us,
absolutely.
Lord.
That's
But
right.
what
Yes,
I'm saying is,
indeed.
And then Larry and I will be speaking Saturday, January 25th.
Yes.
Larry, tell them a little about it. It's an author conference. So we'll
It
be speaking
is.
there.
It's going to be quite a few of it. There's over 15 speakers that'll be there. You'll
Yeah.
see the flyer. And what I want you to take away from it is I've participated in conferences before, and the platform of people, the speakers that are going to be a part of this platform are amazing. You're going to come in, you're going to gather so many nuggets and so many things that's going to allow your 2020 to take off. If you've been slow boogieing into 2020, Dr. Dunn, it's time for them to actually take the steps into order take
Yeah.
off. And so I think a large amount of the speakers that are going to be there are going to be able to give you that momentum, and it's a variety. So
Yes.
you may not find the first speaker may not be your cup of tea,
Yeah.
but the third one may be,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
So I think that's what's amazing about it. Go to the website, and so as you can see on the flyer, the website is going to be self-published in 30 days.com/events.
And it's free.
It's free.
sponsored by Self-Publish in 30 Days, so you
Yep.
cannot beat that. Kim Gagne, who is an Emmy Award winner, who did Steve Harvey,
Yep.
this produced the Steve Harvey show, will be there. Will be there. Just amazing people. It's a diverse audience.
Yes, indeed. And
So you
you're
need
gonna-
to be there. People,
Yeah.
that's another conversation.
And
Don't block you can't block your blessings. Like we're
Right.
giving you this information, and you don't even have to pay for it right now.
It's a free event
Don't block your blessings.
with
This is one of those
people who
opportunities.
don't give you their time for free. Come
Absolutely.
out here, and you don't even have to be an author or an aspiring author. If you just want to take your marketing, your branding
Yeah.
to the next level, you've got to do it.
Yeah.
You've got to do it.
And I
You got to
mean-
be around the right people as well. So
Yes.
this is one of those. You're going to be in a room of the people that are doing something that you
Making it
probably
happen.
want to do.
But
Yeah.
who are willing to share.
And it's great for
Yeah.
networking as well,
Yeah.
because where will you normally have the opportunity to see Mr. Larry W. Brooks and Dr. Dawn
Yeah.
speaking on the
In the
same
building at the
stage
same
in the
place.
same
yeah.
night?
And Larry's in town. I mean, my God.
Right, and Larry's here, my goodness.
When you get Larry in town, you got to book
Take
around.
advantage.
Larry, I think with the event was planned around your schedule. I really
Come
do.
on,
But
man.
anyway,
Y'all too much.
Facts.
Y'all too much, man. I'm not.
But in all seriousness, Mr. Brooks, I know you have a great event coming up this weekend that you wanted to speak about as well.
Yes, indeed. So I don't get an opportunity. Now everyone needs to understand that my baby, the first thing that I've ever done that gave me an opportunity to be who I am today is real estate. And so today, this weekend, I'll be out with Mashana Green, one of our Brooks and Davis top producers, and she's going to be hosting an open house. So I'll be in the Katy area with her, where that open house will be taking place. And so I'm excited about it. It's one of our very, 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 very new listings. And with that listing being so new, not a lot of people have had an opportunity to see it. And so I want you to take a look at it. I want you to come on by. If your vision in 2020 is to be a homeowner, come walk this property. Come touch the walls of this property. Start to manifest what that vision will look like. So the open house is going to be Saturday and Sunday from 1 to 3 p.m. If those time periods don't work for you and you'd like to come out a little sooner than that, or maybe after that, I want you can reach to me on my cell phone, which is 281-924-4954, and I'll put you in contact with Ms. Green, and she'll help schedule that appointment for you to actually view that property. For those that listen to us on the podcast that are not visual, we did have the flyer up, but I'll give you the instructions. And so it's going to be at 220 Warnster Pine Lane in Katy, Texas. Katy is known for their amazing school districts here in the Houston area, and this one does not fall short of that. It has has a great tax rate, so you most definitely want to come out and take advantage of it.
Hey,
Yes,
man,
indeed.
I'm a Katy resident, and as always, I like to tell everybody the West Side is the best side.
This
So
guy.
if you haven't had the opportunity to tour the Katy area, let's make this weekend your first time,
Yeah,
man. So,
yeah.
Larry, thank you for that information.
No doubt about
Dr. Dawn, before we sign off this week, please share your social media handles and your website with the audience so they can follow you and keep up with you, please.
My media company is www.obsessedwithmedia.com.
I love that name.
Don't we?
Dude,
I
yeah,
am
I love
truly
that name.
obsessed with media,
Yeah.
but not just the mic, every aspect of it. So I'm obsessed
Yes,
with media,
indeed.
but and also the THEDRDAWN, all social media platforms is the same. Follow me, I'll follow you back. Let us help you polish, man. I want to see you here with the real estate kings getting interviews.
No doubt
Boom.
about it.
So look, yeah, let's make it happen.
Thank you so much for sitting
Thank
in
y'all.
with us, man. You've been outstanding.
Y'all are awesome.
And if you ever need anyone to sit in on your podcast or anyone interview, it would only be fair
Hey,
for me to sit in the chair and allow you to ask me hard, really deep, really inner-reaching questions. So
you know what? We're kicking the podcast back off. I will be answering Love and Life questions.
Oh, wow.
It's going to be audio because some people don't want people knowing it's them seriously. So we're going to be getting deep. But yeah, that I always reciprocate. God knows, Larry, how many times have you been on my show?
I know, right?
But now that I know you, Rick.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
perfect. Oh, we got to
But-
go back and bring up those old Mr. Brooks episodes.
But let me say this.
This guy.
While we're talking about it, people, the thing in media is you put guests where they're best fit. So now that I know your personality, when I come up with shows,
That's right.
that's
exactly
how it works,
Yes,
people.
indeed.
And that's another show. Like media, they just don't put you on where are you a best fit to give the audience knowledge and
Yep.
come
I
on.
agree.
I'm
well,
excited.
thank you so much,
Yes,
man.
thank y'all.
On behalf of myself, the Texas Real Estate King, Mr. Larry W. Brooks, I want to thank everyone for tuning into the Prime Real Estate Network podcast. If you need anything, we're just a phone call, inbox, or DM away. I want to thank everyone for tuning in this week, and be blessed.
Brooks & Davis Real Estate Firm, LLC is marketing a property for sale right now that you can buy. These properties range from land lots for under $20,000 to move-in ready homes $500,000 and more, along with everything in between. To see this week's list of properties for sale you can buy now, go to bit.ly/BDREF weekly list. That's bit.ly/BDREF weekly list. If you plan on selling some real estate and you need it on the weekly list, call 713-665-8329 to speak with someone about it.